was intentional in your arrival. God was intentional in your arrival here today. You're not here by happenstance. You're not here because of set of circumstances that are outside of God's control. You're only here because God has been intentionally drawing you to Him. You didn't wake up one morning and decide, you know what, I think I'm going to follow Jesus. You didn't wake up one morning and say, you know what, I think I'm going to follow Jesus. Because God said, in John 15:16, you didn't choose me. I chose you. And I ordained that you would provide, you would grow fruit that will last. You didn't choose me. You think you came to God on your own free will? I guess on our own free will, but do you think that God was just sitting back and saying, hope they show up? God has been actively working in your life for a reason, to draw you to Him, because He has plans that He can do only through you. You have eternal significance in the grand scheme of God. God doesn't just get the glory, by the way, when we're healed from disease. God doesn't just get the glory when we're saved from disaster. God doesn't just get the glory when we're blessed in major ways. God doesn't just get the glory when our son or daughter graduates from high school, or when we're accepted into medical school, or when we get the raise, or when we're healed from that disease. That's not the only time God gets the glory. God gets the most glory when we become more like Jesus. I'm going to say that again. God gets the most glory when we become more like Jesus. And let me tell you what that means. It means that when our decisions are based on the Word of God, amen, when our lives are lived with integrity, when the choices that we make honor God, when we live righteous lives, when we're honest, when we stand up for what we know is right, even though everyone else is saying, you're not thinking this through, you're not smart enough, you're not experienced enough, you don't know what you're talking about, sit down and we say, no. If I perish, I perish. Right? It's in those times that God receives the most glory. So God receives the most glory, not when everything is sunshine and roses, not when everything is going great, not when the sky is filled with beautiful clouds and rainbows. God is given the most glory when we do the right thing, when we stand for what's right, when we endure the battle, when we endure the adversary, when we climb the mountain anyway. And every time we do that, listen, the devil's not going to take this sitting down. When all hell breaks loose and the devil can't steal our joy, that is when God gets the most glory. Every time the devil gives us his best shot, and we're still giving God glory, and we're still keeping our eyes on Jesus, and we're still claiming His promises, and we're still singing His praises, and we're still maintaining our course, that is when God gets the greatest glory. So whatever battle you may be facing today, whatever adversary you may be encountering, whatever troublesome time you may be going through, it isn't about you. Satan is out to destroy the glory of God from your life. Do you understand this is what this is about? Satan is out to destroy the glory of God from your life. He wants to mar. He wants to destroy. He wants to distort. He wants to scribble all over the perfect, beautiful reflection of God's presence in your life. The fact that an enemy has surfaced in your life is an indicator that God has big plans for you. That's why King Herod said, kill them all. Stop the birth before it starts. If he's already been born, then kill all the babies under 2 years old. That's why Herod said to the wise men, hey, when you find a baby, just go ahead and tell me where he is. The enemy wasn't fighting who he was. Was Herod scared of a baby? Absolutely not. Herod wasn't scared of a baby. Herod was scared of who that baby would become. The enemy was fighting not who the baby was, but who he would become. Satan wasn't fighting what had happened. Satan was fighting what was going to happen. Are you fighting the enemy? Are you being threatened with something that wants to steal your joy? Is there a giant standing in your way? Don't give up. Don't quit. Don't lose hope. Don't let go. God has something great in store. By the way, if in the middle of your trial, if in the middle of your conflict, if in the middle of your adversity, if you're praying, and it seems like God is silent, if you are praying, and it seems like God isn't replying, if you're praying, you're saying, God, I don't get it. I'm trying to break this habit. I'm trying to do the right thing. I'm trying to bring you glory. I'm trying to bring you honor. I'm trying to back away from the situation. I'm trying to stand for what's right. And I'm praying, and I really need your help. And you don't hear anything back. Remember this. The teacher never speaks during the test. In school, teachers are there to equip us, right? Teachers are there to instruct us. We ask questions and they answer. But there are moments when the teacher is silent during the test. It's in these moments that we are given the chance to demonstrate what we know. My church, I'm getting ready for a sermon series on Joseph. We're going to be doing it here, watching here in a couple of weeks, and I've been studying the life of Joseph a lot lately. And in the life of Joseph, there was a lot of pain. There was a lot of heartache. There was a lot of plotting. There was a lot of deception. The people that should have been most loving and caring and concerned were the very ones that ended up being the worst. There's nothing in the story of Joseph that glosses over the presence of evil. There's nothing in the story of Joseph that glosses over adversity. To the contrary, on the pages of the life of Joseph, there are tear stains and blood stains everywhere. Joseph's heart was rubbed raw against the rocks of disloyalty. Joseph's heart was rubbed raw against the miscarriage of justice. And yet, time and time and time again, God redeemed the pain. A torn robe became a royal robe. A pit became a palace. A broken family became one that grew old together. The very acts that were intended to destroy the life of God's servant turned out to be the very acts that strengthened him. There at the end of the story of Joseph, there at the end of the book of Genesis, Joseph says to his brothers, "You meant evil against me." And when Joseph said that, he uses this word in Hebrew. It's really interesting. The word there means to weave. You wove evil against me. And weaving is something they did. Everyone had to weave. richest, the poorest, the oldest, the youngest, everyone had to weave. Joseph said, you wove evil against me. But God. But God wove it for good. God, the master weaver. He stretched the yarn. God intertwined the colors. He intertwined the fabrics. And next to the ragged twine were beautiful velvet strings. Next to painting, God wove pleasure. Nothing escapes God's reach. Every king, every evil dictator, every weather pattern, every molecule on this planet are all under God's command. And he passes the shuttle, the weaving shuttle, he passes it back and forth across generations. And as he does, a design emerges. In the words of Joseph, Satan weaves, God reweaves. I invite you to turn your hymnals. Hymn number 518.